I swear to fucking God, are you serious? What a way to start off day number 7, folks. I'm exhausted. Just finished up a very long day. But damn it, we're going to do this. I don't know how. 7 days, 1 week down, 306, no, 305 math. 358 days left. 51 weeks to go. It's gonna be great. Insert, captions losing his mind. So, yeah, welcome. I'm gonna try to keep this as brief as I possibly can because I'm fucking exhausted. But as mentioned, we're gonna try to do this. Spot of Nerd going live 365 days in 2026. Pray for me. Jokes aside, I think I might change a few things. So the challenge with YouTube is let's be honest, I just fucking hate it. I don't have any outreach anymore. Not that I ever did to begin with, but Cliff Notes. I used to be able to get a lot more reach, and I think it's because we're talking about things that our media overlords do not like. So obviously you get kind of pushed to the wayside. But I want to send a huge thanks. I really do want to send a huge thanks to folks that are following, listening, subscribing, specifically on Rumble, because let's be honest, that is the future. It's destroying YouTube right now. From an audience live, blah, 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 blah. So huge thanks. If you haven't and you want to take pity, just hit the little button down there, follow, subscribe, like the whole 9 yards. It would be eternally grateful. So yeah, today we're going to keep it simple. I was ecstatic. If you're not a fan, if you're not following, if you're not listening, you should be. Louder with Crowder is back live Monday through Friday. I forget when I'm going to play a video here in a second just to show you. So every Christmas time, every like New Year's, the group Louder with Crowder crew, they always go on a break, hiatus for like 2 or 3 weeks because they can. It's God forbid they have their own family time, right? I love it when you read the comments like, I pay for the subscription, man. Why, you guys suck, blah, blah, blah. They're allowed to take some time off, all right? Shut your goddamn mouth. Seriously, you selfish piece of shit. So, anyway, Louder with Crowder's back. I am super pumped. Today's episode, of course, was all about, Venezuela, Maduro. They went to town on it. But the best part about Louder with Crowder, every time they come back in the new year, like whenever they first make their first episode in January of that current year, they always do a compilation of what they missed to the tone or to the music. You'll know the song when you hear it, but some of the things obviously we talk about on this channel, regardless of going live or episodes and things like that. I always say, sometimes I can't get across what I would like to say, what I want to say, because I enjoy having a paycheck, etc. I think Crowder sums it up beautifully, and I have so much respect for him and his crew because the guy built this business from the ground up, and he's doing something a lot of us wish we could, which we probably actually could if we really set our mind to it, but he's able to bypass the bullshit and stand ahead of the crowd. And I have so much respect for him and his crew for doing that, for giving folks like me a voice and anybody that follows or listens, because as cliche as it sounds, the silent majority, they really are the winners. They are the silent majority. What you hear in the news, the media, which we'll go over and we'll finish up after with this episode, but you're only hearing 2%, 10% maybe. But of course, that 10% is very loud. The rest of us, though, we're just normal human beings that just want to live out our lives the best way that we possibly can. enjoy the little things in life, whether that's TV, guns, nerdy shit, whatever it might be. And then we just want to be left the fuck alone. Those 10%, just, we don't need to go down that road, but yeah, insert XYZ here. But anyway, let's get to the fun part. I want to show you guys this clip. They do it, like I said, it's not really, I mean, I have to give credit, of course, to Louder with Crowder, but you can actually, you can watch the first hour free on Rumble if you make an account. So this isn't really like, I don't know if this is copyright or something, but whatever. I think they'll appreciate that I'm sharing their stuff, I guess. You know what I mean? So anyway, without further ado, let us enjoy the wonderfulness, the amazing that is Louder with Crowder.
Welcome to the lineup live on Rumble, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. You don't need to change that dial, and some new things to come in the new year. We're back. Happy to be here. You know what? So tell everybody, because the algorithms, of course, tell you that we're dead if you are gone between Christmas and New Year's. But a lot of stuff was happening. And I tell you, it's not everyone who's fortunate enough to work at a job where we enjoyed it. You know, it's with my family going, I wish we were doing the show because we could talk about this and probably anger quite a few people, especially as it relates to, bring it up, Toolman, Venezuela. Obviously, that's the big story. All you black pill libertarians, we used to refer to you as pussies, get out. I don't know about you. Look, I understand that we need to have a discussion. I understand the idea of regime change, all of that. But to compare everything to Iraq is asinine. And can we at least all find some common ground that I'm glad the USA is, I mean, we're back to killing commies again. You can go back to me in 2008 with a blue bed sheet on YouTube. Killing commies was like at the top of my list of most favorite things to do, at least top 3. So there are winners, there are losers, and there are a lot of facets here that people aren't really discussing, and there's a lot of fake news. So we're going to get into that, which also leads us to, we have a time to close for Maduro as well as Tim Walz. And since we've been on, last time was the first time I think we didn't do it on break. I think it's the 10th installment of I've been requested to do we didn't start the Billy Joel thing. And I mean, my heart's just, but we have to do it. I guess it's tradition. All right, here's what we missed. And it was
Best.
It was tired when we started it.
Ever.
No nation in the world could achieve what America achieved.
We're now seeing Nicolas Maduro.
Where are the kids? Where's anybody?
The U.S. launching this massive military strike against dozens of ISIS targets in central Syria.
Epstein files were released. Bill Clinton is still a creep. Patriot or Hunger Games. Stranger Things was super gay. Trump announced the Golden Fleet. Brown shooter was Portuguese. ISIS strikes in Syria. Candace's hysteria.
I don't like girls.
Donnie's no wrong swearing in. Fire chief's a lesbian. TikTok goes American. Trump gets warning to Iraq. Trump awarded Jewish prize. Fire chief is still a dog. Somali dickheads have no kids. Look, I got a hat from Liz.
Thank you very much. This is big stuff.
Hands up, Venezuela!
We're back now and getting louder. No, we didn't start it, but the fight goes on.
Hoover building left by Bureau. U.S. forces take Maduro. Venezuelans celebrate. ISIS bombed on Christmas Day. Tucker and Shapiro fight. 60 Minutes pulled by Weiss. Tim Walz dropped out of the race by Stranger Things. So fucking gay.
It's
the best part.
So gay.
Is that it?
That's what happens in Stranger Things. I watched the first episode and I said, watch, they're going to make that kid gay. And my lady said, no, I don't. I said, not only is he going to be gay, because first off, he's gay in real life, and you now have the ugliest child actor ever, so they're going to have to incorporate it. Yeah. I said, I bet you it's going to be central to the storyline where he's going to save the world with gayness. And she fell asleep. I was like, see, can only beat Vecna through faggotry.
Yeah. Right, but you didn't even flip the table over. You're supposed to. It's part of the song.
My heart's not any. I just can't get off the Stranger Things. It's so bad.
Yeah,
it's not wrong.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
So gay. They defeat the guy with the gay powers. Yeah.
with the bowl cut.
Yeah, the kid. Yeah, that's why, because he's gay in real life.
Yeah,
Got it.
because of the bowl.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what do we do here?
But you flip that table
You
over.
want me to flip the table?
Yeah, flip that table over.
All right. I won't be.
Flip that table over. That's what I'm talking about, dude. We're back.
Okay. So I'm gonna go. We can do. We can write a better Stranger Things.
No, we're back, dude.
We're back now and getting louder. We were on hiatus and the liberals hate us. We're back now and getting louder. No, we didn't start it, but the fight goes on and on and on and on.
So yeah. Anyway, if you ever have not watched these guys, you're missing out on so much hilarious commentary, but also news that is factual because they always release their sources and it's always factual information. So it's just, I love them. Louder with Crowder. I think it's one of those two. One last thing with Crowder. It's something, we all idolize celebrities, people that are well known, social media, whatever it might be. And it's one of those things where I think Crowder gives folks, like I said, like us, people that are conservative, right wing, intelligent, he gives us a way to kind of let us know we're not alone. It's a community. It really is. As cliche as it sounds, it's a huge community of the same people with a similar mindset that, yeah, America is incredible and amazing. And no, we're tired of the bullshit, of illegal immigration, of people dying endlessly over the most dumbest shit possible. Look at this whole situation with the ICE raid thing. And again, I'm not saying that it's dumb as shit that somebody lost their life, but because of the rhetoric from the left media, politics, etc., somebody got so let's say it, they got so brainwashed into their own hatred about what was the law, essentially, because that's what ICE is. They are just upholding the law. Unfortunately, somebody had to die. They didn't have to die, but you know where I'm going, where I'm like, because of their just constant bombardment of negative quote unquote media towards insert XYZ on the right or conservative, this person took it upon themselves to try and be a hero and unfortunately lost their life. So we'll get into that another time, but just my 2 cents on the whole thing. So switching gears to a little bit more lightheartedness, I wanted to show you guys two real quick. I was able to get another case. They're not a sponsor, but I always want to give credit. T-Rex Arms. I think if I lean back a little bit here, this is kind of my more day-to-day carry. It's a smaller firearm, but I wanted to show because pew-pews are pretty badass. I'm not gonna lie to you. And again, yes, this thing is unloaded. This is the clip. This is the gun, just so you're aware. Obviously, again, there's nothing in there. Nothing's in there. Chamber's empty. But I just love, see if I can pull this back. The little light. Again, different light now, but it has the same power as the one I showed you guys from before. But I'm sorry, but can we just appreciate how cool firearms are? Seriously, I'm just trying to get this in the camera. Can we appreciate how fucking awesome firearms? Like, this thing is badass. Look at this thing. So if you're ever hanging out with me, odds are this will be on me somewhere. And you might be thinking to yourself, you're just a stupid, you insert some dumb comment here. Well, I'd rather have that than, getting robbed or something from something or someone. But yeah, that's beside the point. Anyway, I could be dragging my feet, which I am, but whatever. It's my channel. I do what I want. I do what I want. God, I'm going to kick my own ass later. All right, let's finish it up with a little dive into our socials because that's just what we do. Let's start off with good old Instagram. And like I always preface, what you're going to see, these are just people that I follow, people that I might allegedly support, but they are not associated with my viewpoints or opinions, other than they're just simply things that come across my stuff. Because, again, you got to be super fucking careful with the world right now. But anyway, starting it off with Instagram. Let's see what we got going on here. So yeah, right out of the gate. Again, if you're not aware with it, Minnesota today. And I'm a huge supporter of Matt Walsh. I think he nailed this. He really, really did. This is absolutely perfect. How to describe this current situation. So, excuse me. It says the death of the protester in Minnesota is solely the fault of two parties. The protester herself, who drove her car into a federal agent, which is true if you watch the video. It's just wow. And then, of course, number two, Democrats who've been fomenting chaos and violence against ICE for months. Seriously, they always like, why are you covering your face? So that you don't dock them, find out where they live, and murder them. You took out Charlie. That's the one that got through. We can only imagine if they were given fair game, free reign, or whatever that metaphor is, to basically allow these people to go after anyone they wanted. It would be carnage towards, like, we're the ones that like guns. So yeah, anyway, the first party has already suffered the consequence. The second party must suffer severe legal consequences. And he goes on, it's a lot of pages here, but again, just if you want to see what happened, watch it, and we're tired. We're done. We're over it. So this is the shit right here. Look at that. Burning an American flag. Are you allowed to do it? Yep. Do we, again, is it something that we're like, wow, look at your freedom? No. To that right there, just a finger. That's all I got to that. It's just so fucking stupid, which we won't go down the road. We'll just scroll past that one. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Again, obviously with the algorithm is all going to be related to this right now. So let's see. She is ordered out of the car. She refuses. She backs up. She drives forward into the agent. And that's, of course, when he pulls out the gun, because it's self-defense. Case closed. Literally, case closed. Number 7 right there. Watch it again. Slow motion. Basically, the woman in the car tried to block one of their vans or whatever it was that were deporting illegal immigrants, and tries to essentially kill this officer. I don't know. It's just, yeah. Again, tired. Can't think of really many 2 words, but you get the drift. What does he say? Oh, this guy's actually pretty good. Let's listen to what he has. I don't know. I forget his. Yeah, Nick Ferrer. I don't actually follow him. I should. But anyway, let's see what he has to say about this. Let me see. Hold on.
You're going to call up your police force to do something about it? Because we all know you wouldn't do it personally. No. You would rely upon the police force that people like you regularly denigrate as being sexist, racist, bigoted murderers, right? The sort of institution that you want to defund is now the one you'll probably rely upon to try to push back against ICE. Yeah. Let me go ahead and spell this out for you, big guy. The only thing that leftists really control in this country when it comes down to it is an army of activists that identify themselves by their mental illness. And the rest of us are just tired of indulging you at this point. Yeah, the fatigue has evolved into full-blown exhaustion at this point. So 2026 is the year where when you get upset, we get happy, because the bottom line is we're sick of your crap. So go ahead and drop the F-bomb behind a podium if it makes you feel tough. But ICE is going to continue to do operations. And you know what you're going to do about it? Nothing. Well,
he's good. No, that guy, he actually really is good. And I guess the mayor of Minneapolis, who is a person, shall we say? Whatever. Yeah. Anyway, let's see. Yeah. Again, ICE stuff. My kids, owner, student at Quality Learning Center. Gotta love that shit. This is the woman, I guess, that got shot. Just kind of reading what it was saying here. Obviously, again, a lot of this is pretty self-explanatory. Oh, this is amazing. Again, the internet, I dip my hat. This is perfection. If January 6th was a person, and if you're not familiar with who this person is, look it up. Let's see. Holy shit. That's a different angle from there, huh? I'm just trying to see. I actually haven't seen this side of it. Oh, yeah, look at that. If you look at the left front of the car. Let's watch it one more time here. See if it goes back to we'll try it again here, but watch the left front. So it's kind of you're looking away. Yep. So that basically that the officer, if he didn't move his left part of his body, he would have definitely been underneath that vehicle. So it is tragic, but what do you do anymore? What do you say? Sure. That's that. And then oh yeah, I was hearing about I guess Hugh Jackman is starring in a Robin Hood film. You know what? Can I watch this? Like, can we actually play this and watch it?
Stories. They're all lies. He was not a hero. You were a murderous brigand. We were monsters. I am the outlaw. Robin Hood.
Groweth sad and bloweth mad and springeth the word anew.
I owe you an apology. You begged for me to let you die. What's your name?
Can you make for me?
Want me to make you a bowl? All right. What happened to her?
Terrible things. I help those who come to this island. And people change their course.
I've killed so many I could not give you a count. It's a curse. There are bad people out there. I fear our blood debts will follow her. I'll keep you safe. I will keep you safe.
So that looks fucking incredible. I heard, like, obviously through just one of my, like, a Twitter X thing that there was a movie he was doing. That looks dope and what a great kinda, like, concept around, yeah, what happens when Robin Hood gets old? Fucking make Wolverine play him. Win all over the place, so that's fucking dope. That is really, really fucking cool. So, yeah, anyway, I totally lied. I said this was gonna be a short video, but it is clearly not turning out to be that. Let's switch one last gear over to let's share this one instead. We're gonna do our good old X feed. Let's see what's going on X, and then we will close it out for the night until tomorrow. But anyway, yeah, let's see. Obviously, some highway speed video words can't make sense. High speed chase, something like that. Football, I guess it's the finals or something. I don't fucking yeah. Sports and me don't really mix. Don't really understand it. Let's see. Didn't want to complete payment, so they repossessed their work. Respect it. This is genius. And if this is not AI, this is beautiful. Wow. Does anybody else, is it just me, or when you watch videos like this, do you just kind of look at these things and go, I respect it. I respect it. Obviously, again, I'm only just acknowledging what I'm seeing. I don't know the full story behind it, but I respect it because when that shit dries, I mean, let's put the logistics behind it. Not only are you going to have to pay to remove it, but then you're going to have to get it paid. And then you're going to have to pay to repave it. No pun intended. Man, they just go to town on this. How long is this video? A minute and a half? Oh, this is just beautiful. Again, is anybody else? Throw it in the comments. Does anybody just get joy from watching stuff like this? Like, and what I mean by this is, again, watching consequences of stupid actions. Just, I love it. I fucking love it. Not this. Not when fucking people die, but just, yeah. Again, Matt Walsh, an easy way not to get shot by a federal agent is to refrain from hitting them with your car. That's just facts. Let's see. If you can't clear that, the consequences are your own fault. From the video, pretty much is correct. Anifta and leftist protesters are on march, of course, in Seattle. God, I hate this place. Just go home. And again, I'm not afraid to say it out loud. It's this Seattle is just, again, I'm allowed to be honest. I'm allowed to be blunt, but I also have to be careful. Seattle is a toilet. It really is a toilet. 10 years ago, even so much as 10 years ago, I would have still made a trip downtown once in a while to check out the sites or whatever it is. Now it is filled with human excrement, needles, drugs, crime, horribleness, graffiti, homeless encampments everywhere. To be transparent as I possibly can, I don't understand how anyone can be proud of that. Why we continue to let it happen. I mean, again, we'll go off on another time, another day, whatever it is, but just hundreds of people have left the Seattle Federal Building and now taking to the streets of downtown. So this was about 3 hours ago, which, if this was in any other city, any non-blue city, look at these people in the streets. It's insanity. It's illegal. It's unsafe. For the love of God. This is the shit that what the guy was saying in the video. We are so over this. We're tired of tiptoeing around it anymore. You're being unsafe. You're disrupting lives. What happens when an emergency vehicle needs to get through that? What happens then? I'm just fucking over this shit. And I'm just, like he said, I'm glad 2026, we're done. We're done tiptoeing around, oh, it's okay. Just let them, just let their voices be. No. You can protest if it's peaceful and not causing chaos amongst other people's lives. It's not fucking rocket science. So I guess that'll be a good way to wrap up this episode, don't you guys think? Nice and positive in this outrage moment thing, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, anyway, I don't apologize for it. I don't. Because again, these individuals, you're disrupting the lives of innocent people. You're disrupting the lives of people that just want to get around their own day-to-day life, and you're basically harming yourself. Because God knows what could happen if, again, let's say an emergency vehicle was on their way to a hospital, didn't know this was going on, and just plows through that group. Then what? Seriously, then tell me, then what? Just fucking over it. Fucking over it. So yeah, again, nice. We're going to end this on a nice positive note. So I appreciate everyone that has watched and listened on the good old podcast. If you can't watch, don't watch when you're driving. Please don't, because that's just dangerous as shit. So I love you guys. We will see you tomorrow. I'm getting a new vacuum tomorrow. I'm pretty excited. That's called adulting. I love you guys. We will see you next time. Laters, y'all.